that this is Madonna on a one-woman crusade to change the world? Change people's attitudes?
Yeah.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebs who shot down homophobic questions. Number 10, Johnny Galecki, The View. Rumors regarding the Big Bang Theory actor's sexuality have always been rife. However, he never really addressed them. Galecki initially looks confused when the hosts absent-mindedly throw his sexuality and relationship status into the conversation. He explains that since there's not much bad press on him out there, people need to make up stories. Galecki added that he has no reason or desire to respond to those whispers.
I should have looked at it before I said it. But it's like, now that, oh man, okay. Sorry about that.
Number 9, George Michael. The late, great George Michael was a huge advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and unapologetic about his sexuality. He used his platform to campaign for causes close to his heart, such as HIV/AIDS awareness. Society and Michael's career kept him in the closet for years until an incident in 1998 led to his arrest and forced him to come out. In subsequent years, he criticized mainstream media for trying to box the LGBTQ+ community into, quote, doing what makes straight people comfortable. Number 8, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's a talented actor who's given us gripping performances in movies like Locke, Mad Max, and The Drop. However, a reporter from Daily Extra wasn't interested in any of that. During a press conference promoting Hardy's legend at the Toronto International Film Festival, a correspondent tried to get Hardy to speak about his personal life. The actor eloquently and calmly called out the invasive question and quickly shut it down.
Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Number 7, Paul McCartney, The Tomorrow Show. When you have a musical legend as major as a former Beatle on your show, we imagine you'd have a lot of questions. Asking how rock star bachelor life compares to marriage probably shouldn't even break the top 100, but McCartney rolls with it. While his response is very nonchalant, the host seems thrown by the idea that the world isn't entirely heterosexual. McCartney's dry retort and his wife's bemused expression tell us what they think about the boneheaded question.
So we're very free thinking these days, Tom.
Number 6, Lady Gaga, 60 Minutes Overtime. Remember when the media and public obsessed over Lady Gaga's genitalia? Well, one person who had no intention of jumping on that bandwagon was the Born This Way singer herself. She was usually known to crack jokes about these baseless claims with her fans during concerts, and she had the best response to these rumors when she was asked about them during a 60 Minutes Overtime interview with Anderson Cooper. Rather than confirm whether or not it's true, she ridiculed the entire conversation.
You're hoping to speak to people who feel different, who feel disconnected?
People who feel disconnected from society or disenfranchised.
Number 5, Janet Mock, Piers Morgan Live. In 2014, transgender activist and actress Janet Mock appeared on Piers Morgan's show to promote her book, Redefining Realness. However, the presenter seemed more interested in discussing her transition. Morgan showed a disrespectful lack of understanding or compassion for the transgender experience. The Pose actress called out Morgan for trying to use her life for entertainment value and for his, quote, reductive thinking about gender. Number 4, Melissa Etheridge, The View. While appearing on The View, the singer-songwriter expressed her disappointment over Proposition 8, which invalidated same-sex marriages in California. She politely called out The View co-host Elizabeth Hasselbeck for misleading viewers on the matter in a previous episode. After a mildly heated debate over marriage equality, Etheridge point-blankly asked Hasselbeck whether she was a supporter of same-sex marriage. The presenter refused to answer the question and simply repeated that Prop 8 wasn't personal to her. We admire Etheridge's ability to stay cool, calm, and collected in this tense situation. The debate ended with Sherry Shepherd sending the singer to perform her song and suggesting they continue the discussion at a later date.
Thomas Jefferson wrote a paper on the rights of the minority should never be voted on by the direct democracy, by the majority.
Number 3, Madonna. Madonna is arguably one of the LGBTQ+ community's biggest allies. In 1991, while promoting her Truth or Dare documentary, the singer was questioned about her openness to sex and sexuality. She said that the lack of conversation surrounding these subjects contributed to some of society's biggest problems. Madonna hoped her actions and the dialogue they created would better educate young people and help them become more accepting of others. The Vogue singer also called out the hypocrisy over the double standards in American media.
Your fans will love the film, I think, but some people are going to find sections of it offensive.
Well, that's their problem.
Number 2, Ricky Martin. In 2010, Ricky Martin decided to live life as an out and proud gay man. But the Livin' La Vida Loca singer often found his sexuality at the center of the rumor mill before this point. In 2000, journalist Barbara Walters tried to push a visibly uncomfortable Martin to address his sexuality in a televised interview. Watching her force him into the hot seat is incredibly painful to watch. Years later, he recalled how violated he felt by her incessant questioning. He added that trying to force someone to come out was just wrong. In 2006, Walters acknowledged that her invasive questions were out of line.
Unless someone is openly gay and happy to talk about it, it's nobody's business, including mine.
Number 1, Laverne Cox. Katie. This actress and LGBTQ+ activist is a fierce advocate for transgender equality and visibility. Cox never shies away from educating on transgender issues and has no problem putting people in their place when necessary. On one occasion, she politely explained to Wendy Williams what it means to be transgender while refusing to engage in conversation about her breasts. Cox also clapped back at Travis Weber when he insisted that trans women shouldn't be allowed to use female bathrooms. However, the most famous occasion might be when she overheard Katie Couric asking model Carmen Carrera inappropriate and uncomfortable questions about her physical appearance. Cox stepped in and respectfully explained why questions like these are problematic.
The preoccupation with transition and with surgery objectifies trans people, and then we don't get to really deal with the real lived experiences, the reality of trans people's lives.